Welcome to aminacademy.com. In cognitive psychology, let us discuss about memory and forgetting. Forgetting is an all too common part of our daily life. Sometimes these memory slips are simply and fairly innocuous, such as forgetting to return a phone call. Other times, forgetting can be much more dire and even have serious consequences, such as an eyewitness forgetting important details about a crime. Memory failure are an almost daily occurrence. Forgetting is so common that you probably rely on numerous methods to help you remember important information, such as joint, jotting down notes in a daily planner or scheduling important events on your phone's calendar. As you are frantically searching for your missing car keys, it may seem that the information about where you left them is permanently gone from your memory. However, forgetting is generally not about actually losing or erasing this information from your long term memory. Why time plays a key role in forgetting? Psychologist was one of the psychologists, his name Hermann was one of the first to scientifically study forgetting in experiments where he used himself as the subject. Edinburgh's tested his memory using three-letter nonsense syllables. He relied on such nonsense words because using previously known words would have involved drawing on his existing knowledge and association in his memory. How forgetting is measured. Sometimes it might seem that information has been forgotten, but even a subtle cue can help trigger the memory. Imagine the last time you looked an exam for school, while you might have initially felt forgetful and unprepared. Seeing the information presented on the test probably helped you to retrieval of information you might not have shown you even remember. Theories about forgetting. Of course, many factors can contribute to forgetting. Sometimes you might be distracted when you learn the new information, which might mean that you never truly retain the information long enough to remember it later. Well known memory researchers Elizabeth Loftus has proposed four key explanations, that is, why forgetting occurs. These have led to some major theories of forgetting, that is, interference theory, retroactive interference, protective interference, decay theory, forgetting, those are the things, retrieval failure theory, Q dependent theory of forgetting. These are the things. Now, keep in mind, forgetting is simply a part of life. Numerous theories explain how and why we forget. In many situations, several of these explanations might occur for why we cannot remember. The passage of time can make memories more difficult to access, while the abundance of information viewing for our attention can create competitions between old and new memories still. We can work to become better at recalling information. Now let us discuss further detail about memory and forgetting. Cognitive psychology explores memory and forgetting as core components of how we process information. Memory involves encoding, storing, and retrieving information, while forgetting can be attributed to various factors, including interference, retrieval failure, and memory trace decay. Understanding these processes is crucial for comprehending how we learn, recall information, and experience memory related challenges. Key concept of memory: encoding, storage, and retrieval in order. The initial processing of information into a form that can be stored in memory. In cognitive psychology, encoding is the initial stage of memory processing where sensory information is transformed into a format that can be stored and later retrieved. It involves converting information into a code that the brain can understand and use, enabling the information to be held in memory. Encoding is essential for moving information from sensory memory to short term memory and potentially to long term memory. What is the storage? The retention of encoded information over time is called a storage. In this context, a cognitive psychology storage refers to the process of maintaining encoded information over time. It's one of the three key stages of memory alongside encoding and retrieval. Storage involves holding information into the brain and it can be categorized into different memory stores like sensory memory, short term memory, and long term memory. What is retrieval? The process of accessing and bringing stored information back into conscious. In cognitive psychology, memory retrieval is the process of accessing and bringing stored information into conscious awareness. It's one of the three fundamental processes of memory alongside encoding and storage. Retrieval can be influenced by various factors, including the context of the original memory information, emotional state, and passage of time. Forgetting the ability to retrieve Inability to retrieve information is forgetting can occur due to factors like decay, interference, or inadequate retrieval cues. Theories of forgetting. What are some theories? Cognitive psychology, several theories attempt to explain forgetting. These include trace decay theory, which suggests theories fade over time due to disuse, interference theory, proposing that new or old information disrupts the retrieval of other memories, and retrieval failure theory, which focuses on the ability to access stored information because of adequate retrieval cues. Other theories include consolidation theory, which highlights the importance of memory consolidation for long-term storage, and motivated forgetting, suggesting that unpleasant memories may be consciously or unconsciously suppressed. Now, some theories short. Trace decay theory suggests that memories fade over time due to the natural decay of memory traces in the brain, especially in short term memory. Interference theory proposes that forgetting occurs when new or old information interferes with the retrieval of other memories, leading to proactive or retroactive interference. Next, retrieval failure theory focuses on the inability to access stored information even though it may still be present in memory. This can be due to lack of appropriate retrieval cues. Next one, repressing theory suggests that painful or traumatic memories may be unconsciously pushed out of conscious awareness as a form of psychological defense. Constructive theory highlights that memories are not exact replicas of past events but rather reconstructed and influenced by various factors during recall. potentially leading to inaccurate or distortions. Factors influencing forgetting. Time is a very important factor. The longer the delay between learning and recall, the more likely forgetting is to occur. That means the longer the delay between learning and recall. Next is interference. Similar or related information can interfere with memory retrieval. Retrieval cues. The absence of appropriate cues can hinder the recall of information. Emotional factors. Emotions can influence memory encoding and retrieval, which with some emotions enhancing memory and others hindering it. Cognitive load. A high cognitive load can interfere with memory encoding and retrieval. Sleep and stress. Adequate sleep and healthy coping mechanisms for stress can positively influence memory functions. Some practical implications. Understanding the memory and forgetting is essential for improving learning and memory. Techniques like spaced repetition, elaborative rehearsal, and using effective retrieval cues can help enhance memory retentions. Furthermore, addressing potential cognitive impairments and seeking appropriate support for memory related issues can be crucial for individuals experiencing significant memory problems. So far, we discussed about in cognitive psychology, memory and forgetting. We have done. Please subscribe our YouTube channel.